Hello again, and welcome to Kabbala Revealed. I'm Tony Kozenek. Because Kabbala deals with the connection that a person has to the upper forces, to the spiritual, to the Creator, it's generally thought of as being a religion. Now, it's not a religion, but it's associated that way because religious people believe in the existence of the Creator. They have a kind of a relationship with the Creator through prayer. And they also do things, actions that they feel that they are assured by their tradition are what the Creator requires of them. And by doing these things, a relationship of closeness is built in the context of religion. So if they have all these things, a relationship, the existence of the Creator, actions to bring them closer, well, what else could there possibly be than that? Well, really, there isn't more than that. It's just a question of how that is done, the paradigm in which that occurs. Kabbala is not a religion. It's a method. It's actually a science. It's a way of establishing a direct relationship with the Creator. And it uses similar components as the religious approach does, but its paradigm is completely different. The difference comes in whether a person approaches these very same elements with the goal of internality or externality. And Kabbala describes a process that is considered to be internality. The difference between the two is extremely marked, and if you take the approach of the paradigm of Kabbala and apply it to these very same elements of religion, a person doing those same actions can have a completely different experience, a direct connection with the upper force, and an enhanced grasp and attainment not only of the pleasures of life, but of the reality of the Creator's mind. This is a real relationship. So let's take a look at what the difference is and what it is that a person can do with these elements in order to achieve this kind of relationship. We are going to read from an article by Rav Michael Lightman called The Difference Between Kabbala and Religion. In this article, he points out the precise difference. It's a small thing, but the insight is life-changing. He says, "Religion assumes that the Creator changes his attitude to the person depending on the person's actions. The science of Kabbala, however, states that the upper force is invariable and the actions of a person can in no way affect it. Instead, the person's actions can change himself. He will be able to perceive the upper governance differently if his own changes are aimed towards greater resemblance. He will be able to perceive the Creator as kind and good. By increasing the difference between his properties, which are properties of reception, and those of the Creator, which are properties of bestowal, he will feel the Creator's attitude as more negative." When we look at where we live, look at the environment that surrounds us, we can see that we are completely dependent on the environment. It can do anything that it wants to us. There are huge forces out there that we try to understand. We try to learn about them through science, and to the degree that we can control them, we do. We do everything we can to control them because they're awesome. And when we find that we can't control them, then we try to take another approach. We try to cut a deal with them. We ask for things from them. We make a kind of sacrifices. We try to take actions that we think will have some kind of an effect on these forces that we can't control directly. All of this deal-making really amounts to what you could call prayer. because we relate to everything that we see according to how we understand things. And we believe that nature responds like we do. That is, if we do something nice to a person, that person will probably do something nice back to us. This is how we see things out of our nature. This is a quality of our egoism. And because of this, we look at the laws of nature that we don't understand, and we suppose that the law of nature also acts egoistically. If I do something good to it, it will do something good to me. That's because we're egoists, and everything that we see appears to us in that form. So we find ourselves trying to ameliorate situations in our lives and conditions against large forces by being nice to people, doing something in terms of charity, or helping animals, or doing something with society, and making personal sacrifices. And the hope is that we will get a good attitude returned to us from these hidden, awesome forces.